Let's see. Chat.
Should be popping up.
Yeah, so hopefully this will work smooth. We are going live early. We are going to just get hit with some crazy weather later. And we ain't playing that game later trying to go live or anything like that. We're going to be watching the news, make sure everything's good, hunker down, and all that.
Yeah. I guess let us know if you can hear and see us
Yeah.
too. Yeah, there.
What up,
hey
big
guys.
wave? Yeah, I felt weird posting a picture of us smiling all big, and I'm like, tornadoes are heading our way.
Yeah.
But in the moment, we're happy. We'll see what happens by tomorrow when the weather does its thing. Kind of surrounding states have been already hit, so loud and clear.
Okay, awesome.
I don't expect a whole lot of people to be jumping in here since we are going live pretty early.
Yeah.
And all that, but
Well, thank you.
yeah.
Dang, hello from Kenya.
What up?
That's wild.
Yeah, maybe you should be at your home in town. That is an option.
Yeah.
What up, everybody?
Hope you're having a wonderful day.
Yeah.
So everybody's kind of popping in here, saying hi.
Yeah.
Dang,
From South Africa. Well, we're from South Bristow, Oklahoma.
Nashville.
Yeah.
The meteorologists are saying the potential, all the ingredients that are here is potentially the worst tornadoes that we've ever had in a decade.
Yeah.
So
We'll see.
I'm a little scared.
Yeah.
Kind of see what happens.
Yeah. What up, base camp?
Hopefully they're just kind of over predicting everything.
But yeah, it's going to probably be a little wild. Hopefully it's one of those where it's like over anticipated and it's not as bad as it really is. Not even just for our sake, for everybody's sake. It's always sad whenever people's whole lives either get taken or everything they work for just is gone.
It's awful.
Yeah, but this is the reason why we have not put metal on our house yet.
Yeah. Yard work is looking good.
Yeah, we did a little more stuff today.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a Crocker Life video coming out probably tomorrow. But yeah, getting everything situated, looking good. It was a good fresh start. Having Jared come up and help get it kind of taken care of. We got a trash bin out here or a dumpster.
Yeah, just the feeling of like grass growing.
Yeah.
The feeling of kind of everything a little bit cleaned up. It feels so much better out here.
Yeah. Empty Homestead's in here.
What up?
Good little meetup going on that you put on.
Yeah, sorry I missed it. I was at work.
Yeah. I was only there for about an hour-ish, something like that, and then after you got off work, but we just caught the tail end of it. We went, but they were doing a big old, I'm assuming it was a crawfish boil. I saw them pour out. It was like corn and stuff, so.
Oh, dang.
Watching the replay.
Expecting bad storms today.
Yeah. This is actually live right now.
So, if you're watching it now.
Yeah.
If you're watching it, it's not a replay.
Yeah. But yeah, who knows what this weather's going to do today. We're really hoping it's not going to be terrible, but you got to prepare for the worst and hope for the best, and hopefully the tornado season will kind of hurry up and skedaddle.
Yeah, y'all need to put storm shelter for y'all's safety.
Yeah.
We definitely do.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it's in the plans.
Yeah. I really do like the tractor, but there's been too many problems with it. And it's not just mine. It's like my dad's tractor has the same problem. I know other YouTubers have the tractor that have the same problem. Personally,
it's like that year.
Yeah, personally, I would buy an older Mahindra if it were me, or just go with a new. I think Bad Boy. That's what our mower is. I think Bad Boy has a tractor.
Oh.
I would go something different than a new Mahindra, but that's just going off of our experience. It has not been well. It's good, but then it's not good. There's very much pros and cons, and it's not just because we really use and abuse it. That's part of the problem, but Yeah.
But you already know your dad. The way your dad treats equipment
is the complete opposite of how I do.
Is like the top tier.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it still has problems, but
yeah, John Deere, I've heard good and bad things. We will be getting a storm shelter. That's definitely going to be high on the priority, knowing we have a child. It's just more of, as of right now, we have so much going on. It's hard to do everything at one time.
Yeah.
So we'll do everything we can today to be as safe as possible. But next year, for sure, we'll probably have a storm shelter.
That's a good goal.
Yeah. And speaking of kid, we have a baby appointment that we'll be going to. And at this point, we still do not know if it's a boy or a girl. There are rumors circulating that we know, and we're just doing this for views. Trust and believe we'd probably get more views if we said what it was.
Yeah.
It's just more for us just to have fun with it. And Ma, if you're watching, not my mom, but Ma.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna know.
You ain't gonna know. Ow.
Watching from South Africa. A lot of people from South Africa.
Wow.
I have 30 acres of wooded land. I have to clear and put house on. Yeah. It's not
awesome.
fun.
Yeah. It's not fun, but it's great at the same
is.
time. Like, the end goal is amazing.
And you get to carve out what you want it to be.
It's definitely a lot of work.
Yeah. And a dozer is the quickest, but then you end up with massive piles. But you can burn them, so if you feel safe enough to burn them, you can do that.
It's been a minute.
Yeah.
We don't really go live much anymore.
No. We just been normal videos. When you got 10 channels, we feel like we put out enough content.
Yeah.
Jason, you said Jared likes mowing. How much does he charge to mow? Jared's the type that he'll either mow for free or you can't pay him enough. Depends on what day you catch him on. Which Jared just did something cool. I ain't trying to put it out there, nothing. But there is a chance he lost footage. And that's like a major problem of being a YouTuber.
The worst thing.
Oh, especially if you have something that's just like, oh, this is it. And then you lose footage. So hopefully it all works out. We're excited to see what he filmed. And then kind of excited to see y'all's reaction of what he did. I feel bad for him if he lost it. Yeah, Mom. It's just one of them things. Oh, there's Jared right there.
Oh, what's up? What is... I don't know.
I think he's trying to spell Rockies backwards.
Oh. Yeah, it is. Well.
But yeah, so we don't know if Jared will have that footage or not. But I told him, I said, plug your camera into the laptop and see if you can't pull off if the card's reading weird. Because sometimes that works.
That's the worst.
Yeah. If it doesn't work, Jared, afterwards, before you film anything else, reformat that disc. So.
The disc?
That's what's called reformatting the disc.
Oh.
With the SD.
Learn something new.
You have your Jeep fenced in. Don't want to get out. Yeah. I don't even want to steal it. No, we had extra electric fencing, so we just kind of brought it around the Jeep and back around. But yeah, but as of right now, who knows what this weather be doing. I am glad it's hitting right this second rather than later, just because it's I'm the type that's like, let's get this over with. We're at a point on our house to where if bad weather is coming, it's not gonna be as bad, but once we start putting metal on, let's just knock the bad weather out now.
Yeah. Well, May's always like the worst.
Yeah.
For tornadoes. Also, these flies.
Yeah. So far, half the footage worked. About to try the other card, which gave me errors. I had a fun time out there for sure. Yeah, sometimes it just won't read. Because mine does that to where it won't work on my camera, but I can plug it in my computer and I can take it all off. So, yeah, that's the fun part of being a YouTuber.
Yeah.
It's in DPU, so good if you haven't tried it.
Tried what?
What? What did you say?
I think we missed your earlier comment.
y'all live right next to my parents. You ever had living kitchen?
Oh,
What's that?
no. I'm guessing a restaurant.
Maybe up on 66, maybe. I've never heard of that.
We've never like gone into DPU, and I don't even know if there's food there. I don't know anything.
It's a farm out in DPU in the country, real close to y'all.
Oh, that's
$100 a
the
plate.
a friend I think told me about that. Yeah, where it's like farm to table. It's supposed to be really awesome.
I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, chef moved here from
It's
Seattle.
off topic, but you should check out the Pew Pew from Diamondback. It's called the SDR.
Ooh,
Interesting.
Great name.
Interesting. Yeah, we'll have to go try out that restaurant. I knew nothing about that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what my friend was telling me at work about. Like, once a year, her and her mom go to, and it's like, yeah, like a farm to table, everything's like raised there. Does that sound right?
I mean, if it's $100 a plate, I'm assuming you're getting a good portion.
Yeah.
It's an experience. You all sit at a big table together with everyone.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Dang, they balling $100 a plate and have a whole table full. Mm-hmm. They doing all right.
Yes, a bunch of courses.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had no idea that existed.
So close.
Yeah, hopefully they stay safe and all of that stays safe. Everything around here with this weather, it's unpredictable, but apparently it's a whole ordeal. I'm learning here in the Tulsa area that what's his face, the weather guy.
Oh, Travis?
Yeah, there's the whole thing, and if he starts rolling up his sleeves, it's getting worse. If it's, I mean,
that's the one you watch. You don't watch anybody else.
Yeah, he's a local legend. Everyone started telling me all this stuff at the beginning, and I'm like, why is everyone going nuts?
I think we all grew up with him. He's just been the meteorologist forever. We all grew up, and now that we're like watching him, we're older. I don't know.
At least Travis is saying the OKC dude is a nut.
Really? But yeah, possibly the worst storms in a decade, which is
scary to think because there's been some crazy ones.
Yeah.
We have 8 ducks. Mm-hmm. We mainly just had roosters and stuff, but we do have a mountain lion that lives pretty much next door to us, and there is a bear.
And Lambo has stepped on.
Yeah.
A chicken.
My favorite chicken.
Yeah.
So we're gonna we got something in the work to have a chicken coop pretty soon here, and we'll have it set up to where it's just an area for the chickens and everything.
Yeah, there's nothing. I just hate buying eggs. When it's like, I know we can have chickens and have them.
Yeah.
You know?
Dang, Brian, building Gibson guitars. Heck yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Heck yeah. I've always loved Gibson. They're heavy, but I like them. Really enjoyed seeing y'all and Jared together again. So much fun. Y'all are such hard workers. Yeah, we try to do what we can. I did lose my rooster buddy. I was very sad.
Yeah.
Max Velocity. Yeah, I've seen him on YouTube. And then Ryan Hall, y'all.
Stepped on the neck of my Les Paul and snapped at it. Ooh.
Ooh. Yeah, that's not good.
Not good.
No.
Any time frame on moving the silo?
One, it depends with weather.
Yeah.
And then 2, we would like to just, the price of it is just ridiculous just to get it moved. And it's hard for me to swallow that. I don't know. I'm like, I could do it myself, save so much money.
Yeah, well, it's like at the point too where it's like getting the metal for the house and then moving that and then more concrete. We're looking at about $20,000 worth of everything. So it's like,
it's not cheap.
It's not cheap to do it all.
I've lost a little weight, but I mean, for a good minute, I mean, I just was binge eating. I did the carnivore diet stuff for a little bit, and I felt great. And then my sweet tooth just kicked in, and
it was like I had surgery, and then my mom came.
It's her fault.
We could blame it all on Mom.
Her fault.
She knows Jason's favorite is yellow cake with chocolate icing.
And I ate the entire cake in like 2 days.
And so she made that specifically for Jason.
And I ate every piece of it.
And because I wasn't really eating anything.
Yeah. Where is the tornado? It's coming. It's going to be starting. Weather is supposed to, the rain and everything's supposed to start at 1. And then it'll, for a couple hours. Then there's a couple hour break. And then it's going to get real bad again. So, who knows? That's kind of why we're just going live right now.
Yeah.
Couple of acres out in Iron Post Road, but trapped in OKC. Yeah. Damn. Yeah. Oh, Paragon, we were watching your video just right before this. We're eating.
What's up?
If y'all need any advice for bad weather, go to Paragon's video.
Mm-hmm.
She's the tornado queen.
And then, like, I can't tell you how much comfort I have, too, whenever things are happening. It's like, I know if I miss it.
Oh, she'll be texting or calling.
Chrissy watches out for us as well, and definitely calls and lets us know.
Just looked at the radar. It doesn't look very bad. Let's hope. They said this could be historic weather, so...
Yeah. Definitely hope that they
overplayed it.
Yeah.
But it's Oklahoma. It could start snowing in an hour. You never know what's going to happen. Thumbs up for a tornado. Yeah. By next year, we'll have one for sure. It'll make a big difference when that baby's sitting in front of us and tornado season comes around. I'll be like, all right.
Yeah.
50
That's
and
true.
raining.
Dark weather, nothing happening.
That's kind of how it plays out.
Sometimes. Or that is historic that nothing happened.
Yeah, true.
That's what you're saying.
They said today will be the worst in 10 years. Yeah, that's what we're saying. It's they said it's supposed to be pretty bad. I mean, it's been overcast. It rained slightly this morning. The wind has been picking up. So, I mean, it could really come through.
Scary.
Yeah. The chiggers are more of a threat in Oklahoma. Yeah, that and seed ticks. Ugh. Hate it. Yeah, I really hope nothing happens. That's for sure. For us and everyone else around here. I mean, Kansas just got destroyed. And then you said what, Missouri?
Kentucky. They had a bad one.
Yeah.
I think there was like 21 deaths and everything like that. It was not good.
We're not going to film the cows at the neighbor's house. I'm sure people would love to see that, but...
That's also his...
That's their privacy.
Yeah.
They've lived here longer than us their whole life, and I'm not going to come in as a YouTuber filming everyone else's property. So now, if one day he said, "Hey, you want to come over and film?" I would gladly do it, but I'm not going to go ask. These are your real, true, hardcore, old school rancher guys.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, softball size hail. I was watching something yesterday. It was Ryan Hall, but I don't remember where it was. The whole highway was just white because it was hail.
Oh, wow.
And people were filming, and it was just busting their windshields as they were driving. And then they would pull over, and it was crazy.
When we were driving back from Colorado, we were in New Mexico. And then just out of nowhere it started hailing.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it was like good size. We're like, what do you do?
You do, especially out there. There's nowhere to hide.
Yeah. It's like, but I was like trying to pull it up on the radar. I was like, I think we're like just in front of it.
Yeah.
We just gotta.
This was years ago, probably 10 years ago, maybe longer. I don't know. We were in the Dallas area, and it was like a war zone. Like baseball and softball size hail was coming down. And Austin's apartment, it was busted all the windows out of all the apartments. The cars were all destroyed. I mean, it looked like a war zone. It was insane.
Weather's just, it's wild what can happen.
Please go home in town for the weather. If one comes through there, y'all won't survive in the camper. Yeah, I mean, after, was that last year or the year before when I was in the camper?
With the helmet.
Oh my God, that truly, I thought, I was like,
eye-opening.
I was like, I might die.
Yeah.
Like, I might die.
And
so
I was just sleeping at the house in town.
Yeah, and I was like, she's like, whatever. Probably having those dreams you have, baby. Just not even worried about me. Not even worried about me. You just rolling around in your sleep. She is a roller around in her sleep, and then she snores like a.
Well, now that I'm pregnant, I can only sleep on my sides. It's just so uncomfortable. And then I don't know what it is now that I'm pregnant too. I snore and I'll wake myself up.
Yeah.
Which at the hospital, if they ask if I snore, we say no.
All the time and farting. And biggest snowstorm I've been in was Flagstaff. I don't know what the biggest snowstorm I've been in. It's never been anything crazy with snow.
There's one time I was driving home from Colorado, and this was like I-70, and where it's just nothing around, and just a snowstorm came through, and it was just a whiteout. Like, you could not see anything around you. It was the craziest thing.
Has Jared ever had a girlfriend? So here's.
It's okay.
Is this my water?
Yeah. You swallow a fly?
I don't know. Here's a little backstory that most people don't know. Through our 20s, Jared dated through all our 20s, and I was single. I was single for like 10 years, and Jared was dating a couple of different girls. And then in our 30s, we just completely switched, and he was just like, "I'm gonna be single." So the whole 20s, I was single, and then 30s, Jared was single. It's just you get to the point where it's just like, I'm gonna focus on other things, and I'm so glad I did, because I focused on how to record music, video work, woodworking, everything that we do here. Literally is what I learned in my 20s, because I wasn't bothering with chicks. And I didn't really drink either. Actually, I didn't drink at all in my 20s.
Yeah. Y'all are fixing to be 40.
Within months, it's crazy. I've been saying I've been 40 for a while.
I don't know. That's what I feel bad too, because it's like August 12th comes.
Yeah, take it away from my thunder.
Well, it's like, what are we gonna do?
Nothing.
For y'all's birthday, we can't go anywhere, because that's right by when the baby should be coming.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
That's a big birthday.
I mean, yeah, but how cool is that to literally get to have a baby on my birthday?
Could be on.
Yeah.
I guess.
But it'd be like, instead of J week, normally go to Colorado, it'll be, we gotta name our kid with the J.
Oh.
Junior. Feels like yesterday I was going to gypsy school, now I'm pushing 42. Dang. Yeah, I mean, it is crazy.
Yeah, no J week is in Oklahoma this year. A baby for your birthday would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do.
I think she meant like no J week is okay this year.
Oh.
Not in Oklahoma.
J week is oh. I read that.
Either
wrong.
way, we'll be here in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, 18 in my heart forever. That's how I feel. Every day.
Yeah, I feel like this is a teen pregnancy.
Yeah. I'll be scrolling on Facebook whenever I'm doing my morning poo, and I just watch I watch people like skateboard and do BMX, like bikes, and it's always videos that pop up. It's like, remember when you were young and you were just mediocre and you thought it was just the best time of your life? Like, why did we ever stop that? And I'm like, all the time, I'm like, I need to build a mini ramp. I need to build a ramp here, mini ramp.
You just can't recover as well.
Yeah, that's the main thing. But then get a little mini ramp.
Yeah.
And then we teach the kid. That's the biggest excuse of having a kid, is so you can stay being a kid. Because then you just, hey, did you want to skateboard today?
Yeah.
And then you get out there with them. Age is just a number. Age is
Sounds like
how much your back's going to be cracking and hurting for the day.
Yeah.
But my body, it feels like it's 80. It's not good. 600 people in here. I'm surprised. We went live early because we don't know what's going to happen. The wind's starting to pick up. Let us know if it's getting too windy.
Coach Brown says all of his kids' names start with a J.
Dang. Well,
Yeah.
all of our kids will be with the same letter.
Yeah.
One.
Kids would be one.
If you build a ramp, I want to come ride. Yeah, that's how it was growing up. We had the half pipe in our yard, and everybody came over, and my dad hated it. He thought he was gonna get sued.
And it's a little scary.
What up? No rush. I watch all your videos, and I must have missed something. Haven't seen Lowrider. I think we talked about it in a Coffee at the Crockers, or maybe even a live at one point.
Yeah.
I don't remember. He got through the front fence and unfortunately ran out in front of a car. They would run to the front fence and then they would chase it down the way, and he got out and he thought he was still on the inside of the fence.
Yeah.
Yeah. That half pipe was stoop. Yeah, we didn't know how to build the right. So it was like vert. Like, actually, it's called a vert ramp because it goes vertical.
Dang.
And it actually had like a foot of vert
Really?
for a 7 foot tall half pipe. But
how much did you bust it on that?
Oh, we got hurt bad. And I remember my parents said if we were ever going to be dropping in off the top, especially on a bike stuff, I had to wear like a full face helmet. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And I went to drop in and my pegs hit the side and I just flipped over straight on my head. Just.
Oh,
and I was like, glad I had the helmet on.
Yeah, the noggin.
Yeah.
That's a thing you don't want to crack.
Yeah.
You can crack other bones.
Yeah. Because we'll definitely be doing some crazy stuff with our kid. They're going to learn all the crazy stuff that we love. But it's going to be mandatory. You have a helmet. You got your pads on. Be like, we could do whatever you want. But you're going to be padded up.
Yeah.
And if you make it cool, that's all they know. So.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there ain't going to be no option.
Oh, had a Haro and a Hoffman bike. I had a Hoffman. I started with a Huffy. The older you get, your mind still says you can do something, but the body says, oh no. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Rap and burble rap. Yeah, what's going to be crazy too is clearly we don't know if we have a boy or a girl, but I don't think it's going to be much different whether we have a boy or a girl. I think, because we like the same stuff.
Yeah. Try to do the same.
That's
the truth. You had a Huffy.
Yeah, I had a Huffy. A project we want to complete. They asked what our next. So the house is too far along to say we want to complete that next. Yes, we do, but yeah. I want to finish the little pond area in the front because we have a cool idea for it.
That's how we are with our kids. My wife's an ER nurse, so safety is first. Yeah, I think if you work in any type of critical care, like especially at the hospital, then it's...
Oh, she ruined all my fun making me wear helmets stuff all the time.
Yeah.
Which I am glad because I flipped a four-wheeler one time and it ran over me. And I had a helmet on.
Yeah, then you hit your head or something? Your cheek was swollen or
Yeah, I was going... And it had the spacers on the front, so the wheels were kicked out further, which is not good. Not good. But I was going to bail, and I went off the side of the ramp, and it was so wide, it, flipped me. It jerked real quick, and I flipped over. I hit the handlebars, and then I flipped over, and in slow motion, it ran over, and it stopped on top of me.
Jeez. Yeah, I remember, coming out, and I was, looking at your face.
It was awesome.
And you weren't saying anything, and I was like, what's wrong with your face?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
I ran myself over with the four-wheeler. With Preston, everyone went riding with Jason and Jared. The rule was only what? Only if Danielle was there. Yeah. We always lied, said she was there, but
I was going to say, I'm sure there were times they did it without me.
Preston's, the good thing about Parker and Preston, though, is, they grew up and all that.
Yeah, they're better drivers than...
Oh, yeah. Jared was genuinely very impressed with Parker's wheelies.
Oh, Parker, he can whip it on that thing. It's crazy. Yeah.
We at least saw, the evolution of it.
I was about to say, what's so cool is, seeing his evolution of, skill on that. It's cool.
But the good thing for him is, and they say this a lot, is if you want a kid to be successful in life, if they were a skateboarder or anything like that, they're going to be successful. Skateboarder, very successful. Oh. It's because you learn to not give up. And with Parker, he was out there day after day after day, for probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
And just going out there constantly, and you learn every time, oh, it didn't work, oh, it didn't work, oh, it didn't work. And then you figure it out, and it teaches you not to give up. So in life, they say normally if you skateboarded or did anything like that as a young kid, you probably are fairly successful in life because you learn not to give up. Makes sense to me. Ooh, the
Steve-O
GT
said that.
Dino.
It's crazy. There's 600 people in here.
Yeah, Steve did say that.
Yeah.
But I was watching something else and it had that on there. But it's definitely true in my eyes for sure.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So yeah, we don't know for sure what's happening with this weather, but fingers crossed, we're good.
That it just will all blow over and everybody will be safe.
Yeah. This is something too. So we don't have the studio in town anymore. We got rid of that long ago. It was just not our style. Your grandma picked up some baby stuff for us, and the stuff that we have, the reason, so I really like it, and I didn't say anything, and then you said it, but it's new, it's not old, but it has that like old school feel to it. I don't know how to describe it.
I feel like most
it's like the colors and
I feel like most baby stuff you see nowadays are almost like modern looking.
Yeah.
This just seemed like it was like old school.
Yeah, and I like it, and I was thinking about that earlier, and I was like, I think because you're very much, you kind of like old school stuff, like that's why we have the 91 Forerunner. You know, there's certain stuff that like that the type of vibes you like of like certain types of clothes or whatever. Like there's certain things that we like, and it's like it's cool that we're our age and we feel that way because most likely when that kid is old enough, that's going to come back around.
See?
And then we'll have everything for that kid already.
Yeah, see, we're actually fashionable.
Yeah.
Just don't even know it
Because it's what, like every 20, 30 years, the trend comes back.
Yeah. I love old school because I am old school.
That's right. I was all chrome with black mag. Oh, the mag wheels. I wanted mag wheels so bad. I don't know what it was, but the mag wheels were just, I mean, you wanted them.
Sometime this fall, I'm going to attempt a dry pour for our outdoor fireplace. Let's go.
The best, until you put water on it, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Our dry pour is doing phenomenal.
Yeah.
I mean, unreal how good it's doing.
Yeah, not a single, like, crack in it.
No. And then I even took a grinder to it with actual, like, diamond bit that you're supposed to grind concrete with. Yeah. And it was hard.
Yeah, you said that.
I ate through 2 of them.
Yeah, you said we will have no problem.
No. Yeah. Local treasures.
How do you not know?
You just put your fence in, you're about to get it ripped out again.
Yeah. They're weird.
Which I meant to text you back. I forgot. I apologize. But you know who I am.
Just be on the lookout. I think it's supposed to start around 1 or 2. And then they say if it dies off, and then later tonight it's going to be awful.
Which it does die off for a couple hours.
See what happens.
So anywhere from 1 p.m. to about 11, 12 tonight is when it's supposed to be. So stay alert, stay awake, and yeah. If you have to go to sleep, go sleep in your closet or something in the bathroom. Yeah, that was the one thing about the mag wheels is they would break.
Kentucky Bluegrass Living asked if we tried the moonshine. Ow! Yes. This was obviously was that like a year ago?
About 2-3 days ago.
That stuff was smooth.
Yeah.
That was so good.
There's some moonshines.
Yeah, no, but that was
it'll grow hair on your.
Yeah, that was smooth.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah, I do. There's days clearly we have not drank alcohol in 6 months, whatever it's been.
Since mid-December.
Yeah, there's a few times here and there that I'm like, man, a drink would be nice. But for the most part, don't miss it at all. It's mainly just when it's like, oh, we're going to go camping, or like it's hot and you've been working all day and you just want to like relax. But
camping is definitely different.
Sober.
Yeah, without cracking a cold one.
Yeah.
But. Okay.
Yeah. We're also hanging in D3.
D3 drone dude digging.
I don't know what you mean, D3.
Talking to somebody.
Oh, someone's name's D3.
Yeah.
What up, Grady? For missing comments, guys, we apologize. We've just been chit-chatting. 656 people in here, guys. We appreciate it. I rarely drink anymore. My old body doesn't recover like it used to. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's just poisoning your body. But it is...
It's fun.
It's fun and it's delicious. At least what I drink.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the stuff you drink is super delicious.
It's great. It's basically a dessert, and I love dessert. But it is just not good for my body whatsoever.
Yeah.
I felt a major change whenever I stopped. Probably helped that I started drinking water.
Yeah. You just had all the energy.
Oh, it was insane. But I do miss it sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
I quit drinking 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Alcohol has... Yeah, it's funny though, because growing up I didn't drink, and at first people kind of like would pick on me like, oh, you don't drink, oh, and then it became a thing where it's like, oh yeah, you don't drink. And then when you get older, which is kind of funny, is just like we'll be hanging out and people are like, you want to drink? I'm like, oh no, like she's pregnant, and they're like, but why are you not drinking?
Yeah.
I'm like, because I'm supportive. I don't know.
Every single person is like,
why did you quit?
Yeah. And every time I'm like, it's like, this is truly his decision. Yeah. I don't care either way. I'm like, I get it.
Could you imagine if I was like, oh my gosh, for some reason I can't eat chocolate cake anymore, and every couple of days you're just eating chocolate cake in front of me?
Well, I feel like chocolate cake's a lot more, like, that's a lot harder to turn down.
Well, I'm just saying, if there was something that you were like, I wouldn't mind having that.
But that's very sweet.
Yeah.
It's very sweet.
Yeah. I'm a good husband.
That's right.
Document that.
Yeah.
We quit 30 years ago, but our choice. We have family and friends that do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you got good friends and family, they don't try to peer pressure you.
Yeah. Love the Rockies, native Colorado. Yeah, you got to support even though they suck, but
the game we went to was great.
The game we went to was like could not have been better. Mm-hmm. It was awesome.
It was a perfect game.
But they just fired their manager and a coach or something, so maybe they'll turn around, see what happens.
Which I don't really care anyways, ain't my team. But
who's your team?
I don't really have a baseball team no more. But if I had to pick, it's either would be the Rangers or Houston Astros. Mm-hmm. But I was always a major Houston Astros fan. And then living in the Dallas area for 15, 20 years, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Definitely went to the game, started learning. But I couldn't tell you one baseball player right now.
Yeah. I could tell you. It's Bryant.
Mm.
That's...
Yeah. No more Cayman Jacks. I know. At least not right now.
Yeah.
When that baby comes out and giving us problems. Astros.
Very fun to watch. Cool stadium. Yeah, it was. I loved going to that game. That was so cool.
Yeah, I don't keep up with Thunder.
Hey, they're going to the semifinals.
Mm-hmm.
I guess they're like the #1 seed in the conference.
I don't really care about basketball.
I usually only like it like in the as it gets to like this time, the playoffs or whatever. It gets a little bit more exciting.
Yeah. Hey guys, can't stay. Gotta go get my Infusion.
Woohoo!
A Killer T Cell. That's a good band name. In a little bit. Hope y'all stay safe. Yeah, my dad.
Have fun with that Infusion.
Yeah.
It's stuck there for a while.
If y'all follow Jared's videos, they talk about it a lot, and they have to pull it out, do something to it, and put it back in, and then it goes and targets cancerous cells.
Awesome.
It's a very interesting. I never knew that was a thing. So hopefully that goes all well. Jason's fault. I started those, but I quit too. Oh, it ain't my fault.
Yeah. Chicago Bears are going to be strong this year. Watch out, Packers. Listen, so if you guys know, to like the Youngworths, they have season tickets, and it gets divvied out between like my dad and his siblings and everybody. And my dad got the email yesterday of which or which game it was, and it's versus the Bears, but it's in December. It's like, we'll have a 4-month-old. We won't be able...
Yeah, so she told me I have to watch the baby while she goes.
No, that's what my grandma was trying to say. I was like, I'm not going to first trip be like, pop the baby out. 4 months later be like, you got to stay home. I'm going.
Yeah.
That's rude.
I would do it.
No, that's messed
but don't
up.
come back.
Yeah.
That's one good thing about us, I guess, is we don't really go off and do stuff unless it's like us together, you know. And now if it's like a special, like you did the girls trip or whatever, like but for the most part, like we actually take the other person into consideration.
Yeah.
Some people are just like, bah.
Yeah, there was a bachelorette party that would have been in Mexico, but it's just something that we hadn't gone on vacation in so long. We were stuck. I was like, I can't do that to Jason.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
You were like, you can go. But I was like, that's just...
How do you go on a vacation by yourself when we haven't gone together?
Yeah. I just, like, sorry. That just sounds... I don't know.
Yeah. So then we just never went on vacation together.
Yeah, so we're just going to be stuck. I'd rather be stuck here and then me just go and then you be stuck here.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't seem right. So.
But we got stuff in the works now that the animals are good, and then once the baby's old enough, we'll be doing a lot. I was a Packer fan.
Being a Packer fan is where it's at. Great team.
Any man watching the WNBA is not a man.
I think Butch said he started watching the WNBA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, priorities change.
Yeah.
I have a Sony digital DSLR.
Oh.
I have a Sony A7S 3. I don't remember. 3. The 4 came out and I didn't get that one. It's a little pricey, and then you got to buy the lenses and everything. It's worth it if you really get into it, but cameras are so good now. A lot of them are pretty competitive.
If you can travel anywhere outside the U.S., where would you go?
I want to go to Normandy Beach, and just because I love the World War II history and all that, so that's where I'd want to go.
I'd probably, I've always wanted to go to Italy, and just all the history and stuff there would be cool. Or Bora Bora.
She does want Bora Bora. It's someday.
What's up, Tom and Rhonda?
What up? Said you be glowing.
I don't know about that, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we'll take it. She glowing. This fire ant is just walking all over the camera.
I don't know if you guys have seen it.
But yeah.
Dang, I just got kicked in the... Yeah, man. You got called out.
I'm surprised anybody watches the WNBA.
I think it's something Caitlin Clark has made it.
I guess, but you might as well just go watch a high school game or something.
Found any baby camping gear yet?
We haven't really looked, I guess.
Looked, honestly.
I did. I take this back. I wasn't looking. Where were we? I think it's when we went to Shields. And there was a little, like the little fold-up camping chairs, but it was like a little one. And I was like, oh, dang, we're going to have to, get stuff like that. Yeah. And then I kind of got excited. I was like, man, that's going to be so cool taking a kid camping.
Just cute little gear.
And then when I was driving, I think it was yesterday. I think it was to your grandma's. Because we ate dinner. We ate some spaghetti, bomb spaghetti. And this girl was on a bike. And, it was like the kid was sitting in front. But I'd never seen the thing, like the way it fit on the mountain bike. Oh. The way it fit, it was almost like a pole straight up with like a small seat.
Oh.
I don't know, it was interesting, but I was like,
instead of like the seat on the back or whatever.
And I'm like, that seems a lot safer because if you're gonna crash, you can grab your kid.
Oh.
And I was like,
just good luck back there.
Or like when you normally flip on a bike and the back goes flying, it's just how many? And then it's like what is the medieval, and they'd be like and throw.
Oh yeah, the catapult.
Yeah, no, what's that called? Not just catapult. It's like the heavy, the weight, and it's. Dang, what is that called?
Pretty sure it's just a goat.
No, something with the T. I think. Pretty sure it's on the tip of my tongue.
I don't know.
Trebuchet?
Oh.
Is that what it's called?
Oh.
But yeah, trebuchet.
Wow.
That's pretty good spelling. If that's how you spell it, I don't know. Yeah. How many kids had to get slung off the back of the bike for them to start putting in front of the parents?
You're like, maybe there's a better design.
Yeah. And can you get one of those for a dirt bike?
Oh, probably.
Technically, you just put the kid on the seat in front of you. And then just, like, put your belt around them.
The dirt bike has a belt?
No, your belt.
Oh.
And just strap them to you.
What?
So if you're going to crash, you just...
Yeah.
Video is very clear.
Oh.
Heck yeah.
Awesome.
It would be when we're going to have bad storms that the internet would be working phenomenal.
That's very, random.
Dang.
Normally doesn't work out like that.
The first time I found your channel was the night you were in the camper trying to survive.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was roughly a year ago. Something like that.
Yeah, probably.
That was a scary night, that's for sure. Normally I sleep through most of the stuff, but Christy called me and she got me all hopped up.
And you better keep... Someone commented and said, Danielle, you better keep that seat on your bike.
No, you're better off trusting me.
What?
You are clumsy.
But I feel like I would be...
Nah. I'd rather put that kid on my shoulders than put it on the back of your bike.
Yeah, no, in front. I'm fine.
Whatever. But, I don't know. You should have fiber internet, right? Yeah, so, we use Starlink. There is fiber on the road, but we haven't hooked it up. We're waiting for the house to be done.
Yeah.
But that is a major factor of why we bought this property. There were power lines in front of it and fiber optic. And
we've learned our lessons.
yeah, so definitely.
Starting to...
I was gonna say, I don't know how much longer we're gonna go live. It's starting to kick up. We got to do a little more prepping.
Yeah.
We'll at 50 minutes, another 2.5 minutes, we'll jump off. But yeah,
It's getting dark east of Davis. Hey,
that's where we just were.
Yeah.
Yeah, that probably hit there. I don't know which way it's going, but that makes sense.
Yeah.
I can see Jason with a child in a backpack on an electric scooter. Yeah, I could. But yeah, man, I don't know what it is. Like, I was choking earlier. My throat's kind of hurting. Am I getting sick?
I don't know. I felt like a little heavy in my chest, like in coughing.
You were in a coffin?
I was coughing last night. Remember? And I kind of feel it this morning.
I just hope we're not getting sick.
Yeah, that'd be awful.
Yeah. But we're going to do our absolute best. We will update you guys first thing in the morning, Cough to Crocker, so y'all know everything was good. I know some people freak out when we have storms come through and we don't post for a while. So we'll do Cough to Crockers in the morning, and then hopefully everyone is safe watching the news. They said long track storms pop up all over. The map was crazy with storms. Please be careful. Yeah, so... we don't know what's going to happen. What up, McAllen?
Yeah, it could be allergies.
Could be. I don't really get allergies that bad, but yeah.
Yeah.
So
I did just work a lot at the hospital, but
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So we will keep you guys updated in the morning. We will stay as safe as possible. Next year, we'll definitely have a storm shelter in, and hopefully anybody that's in the area stays safe. If you know anyone in the area, hit them up tonight. Make sure they're good. If you don't hear anything from them, maybe call cops to go look if storms hit that area. But you never know. It could blow over and be nothing, or it could be the worst there ever was. So it's Oklahoma.
Yeah.
But we're going to call it. Hopefully you guys have a good rest of y'all's day. We're going to do a little more stuff before this weather hits, and then we're just going to see what happens, ride it out.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys. Bye. Let's see if I can get out of here. We're not getting chicken wings today.